Hey everyone. I'm going to tell you about the sleep study that I had to have done as part of the screenings for surgery. Um, it's my understanding at this particular hospital, anyway, that if you have never had a sleep study done, they make you have one. And I hadn't, so they gave me a prescription for one, and you just call up your local sleep center and set it up. And you have to go at night and spend the night there. So my sleep study was on a Tuesday night, and I work on Tuesdays until about 8 p.m. So I drove directly from work to the sleep center. I'd packed a bag with my bathrobe and change of underwear, a couple books, things like that. And they show you into this room, and it's like a mix between a hospital room and a bedroom. There's a double bed, cheap art on the walls, and there's a camera pointed right at the bed, which is weird. And they can hear anything you do in the room. So if you want privacy, you have to go into the bathroom and shut the door. So you change into your PJs, and then the technician will come and they cover you with these electrodes. And I have pictures I'm going to put at the end of this video. They were on my calves, my shoulders and chest, like here, my face, my forehead, my hair. Like they put this goop stuff. It's like hair putty, like styling putty in your hair, and then they put the electrodes in there, so they're all over your head, and you look like one of the Borg. You know, you've got this like big thing of cables coming off of your face. And then there was this metal thing that went up my nose and hung down in front of my mouth to tell if I was breathing through my mouth or not. And I had an oxygen cannula as well that went up my nose and then around here. What really made this horrible was the stuff in my nose. It didn't hurt, but I'm really sensitive to if I can feel myself breathing, or if someone else is breathing on me. I can't abide that. It's just one of my little quirks. So that made it really, really bad for me. So they let me read past the time when lights out was supposed to happen, actually. And then I told them that I was ready to go to bed. So they plug in all of your electrodes to this computer that's beside your bed. And they turn the lights out, and you're lying there. And the mattress was kind of hard, and there weren't enough blankets, so it's kind of chilly. And all of a sudden, this voice comes from the microphone beside the bed. And she's like, what did she say? What was the first thing they had me do? It was without moving your head, but it sounded like this. Without moving your head, look left, right, 5 times. And I could barely understand her, but she was saying, without moving your head, look left, right, 5 times. And then I had to move my feet, make a snoring sound. I had to do a couple other things. It was strange. Oh, and you also have one of those pulse monitors on your fingertip. So that's kind of weird that they can tell by the sensors exactly how you're moving. That was weird. And then she goes, okay, good night. And it's totally quiet. And there's a camera looking at you. And you have to go to bed. And it was horrible because I couldn't go to sleep for like an hour. And I was afraid I wasn't going to go to sleep at all, because they need 6 hours of data, apparently. Finally, I went to bed. And I was also afraid because I have to get up to go to the bathroom a lot in the middle of the night. Like, normally I get up about 5 times to go to the bathroom. And I was really scared that, like, what was I going to do? There are all these electrodes on me. But she said, if you need to go to the bathroom, just talk out into the room and say, I need you to come disconnect me so I can go to the bathroom, and then they'll come do that. So I woke up the next morning. Well, I had to go to the bathroom once during the middle of the night, but I woke up the next morning, and she came in and cleaned me up, took all the stuff off, and said I didn't have a sleep disorder and I was free to go home. And there wasn't even a copay. So I went home and I fell right asleep, because the sleep that I had at the sleep center was not very restful at all. But my husband said, and I'm glad I didn't know this, but because the camera was an infrared camera, that if you fart in the middle of the night, it looks like a cloud because they can see the heat from your farts. So I thought that was funny. Anyway, so honestly, it was pretty miserable. And also, I read the Twilight books, right? And I was in the middle of the second book, which is it's a very difficult read. It's very, it depressed me, the second book. So I was in a bad mood already. And then I was and also because I was reading these books, the technician that was hooking me up, she was like, "Are you into vampires?" And I was like, "No, just reading the books." And she was like, "So you're not like into vampire culture?" And I was like, "No, actually not at all." She goes, "Are you gothic?" And I was like, "Definitely not. Look at me. No." And so for the rest of the night, whenever we had any kind of interaction, she wanted to talk about her religion with me. Because I think she thought that I needed to be saved. And the reason this is funny is that I'm a Christian. So I was like, "No, you're preaching to the choir. You don't have to give me this spiel about this. Like, go away." Because I hate it when people are like in your face about it. Anyway, so that was the sleep study. So now I'm just waiting for my blood work to come back. Ordinarily, they would have the results tomorrow, but I guess H. pylori can take a little bit of time, so I'm going to probably have those results Monday. So apparently, a lot of bariatric patients also have to go through a psychological evaluation, but I didn't, and I don't know if that's because my insurance didn't require it or what. But it's one less thing to do. So theoretically, I can schedule the surgery Monday morning, and then I'll know if there are any other doctor's visits that I have to have before I go for the surgery itself. I'm expecting that there will at least be one like pre-surgery consult or something, but we'll see how this place does it. So if you have to have a sleep study, bring a lot of books. Try and be as tired as possible when you go. Don't take naps during the day. Try and be tired. Try and get a late appointment. And yeah, sleep study, not fun. I think if I had to do it again, and thank God I don't think I ever will have to, but I would have brought a white noise machine. Because my husband and I are used to sleeping with a white noise machine, and I forgot to pack it. So the fact that it was so quiet did not help. But then again, depending on what kind of tech you have, they might not let you use it. My cats are tearing apart the furniture because they want to hear you. They want to hear if you're snoring. So stop meowing. I fed you. Yeah, and you already ate. Cats. I have a cat who needs gastric bypass. He's 28 pounds. Anyway, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.